You're listening to ETBU Extra right here at the ETB Sportsnet at goetbtigers.com. Continuing to talk Tiger sports, and now we're going to talk Tiger track and field. This week's American Southwest Conference Men's Athlete of the Week is Tiger Zach Biles, and the reason why is in the meet at Trinity University in San Antonio over the weekend, he competed in the pole vault, his first collegiate track meet ever in his life, and he wins the whole thing with a vault of about 15 feet. And as our guest now here on ETB Extra, and Zach, let's just go ahead and talk about your pole vaulting career. When did you say, hey, I want to try this?
Well, it started in 7th and 8th grade. I was like, oh, that looks fun, so I tried it. And then I didn't really pick it up, so I gave it up. And then my junior year, we had a somewhat good coach, and he was like, I think you'd be really talented at this. So I kept going with it, and then senior year, I was like, this isn't for me. And then when I got here, Coach Prather, she was like, I need a pole vaulter, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm a little rusty. I might still have it. So I just went out there, and she's been working with me, and here I am.
Well, in the meet Saturday, what height was in your mind that you thought you might be able to clear?
Well, my goal was 15. I went in, I was like, I want to get 15 because I thought like that was real reachable for me. And then when I got to 15, like I cleared it, and I was like thinking to myself, I was like, I don't know if I set the bar high enough this week. I kind of surprised myself. So
What kind of skill do you need to be a pole vaulter? Now, I remember myself trying to do it in junior high, and it just did not work for me. And my son Andrew, who's a junior here, we were talking about you winning it all at home. About he tried it pole vault once before too, and it didn't work for him either. Well, what's the key to being a pole vaulter?
technique. It is such a technique, and you're facing yourself. It's not like all the rest of the track where it's like you against someone else. It's you against yourself. So, I mean, it's fighting your own self, basically.
Did you have any jitters this weekend, pole vaulting at the Trinity track meet?
Oh, yeah. It was the first meet, so I was like, that first jump I was kind of worried, and then after that first jump, I was fine. I got into the rhythm and went from there.
Well, you're being an NCAA student athlete here on campus. Yes, it was fun to go compete in the track meet, but I noticed some things on Twitter. You're in San Antonio, so you had to go down the Riverwalk. Kind of talk about some of the experiences the team had together, traveling together to San Antonio, not only competing, but also just seeing a little bit of Texas.
Well, I never really traveled much growing up, so that was my first time in San Antonio. So, like, everywhere we went, it was like, oh, picture, picture, and then everybody was picture, picture, and it was just a fun experience. Coach Prather took us to the Riverwalk, I'm guessing.
The Riverwalk, yeah.
And we all went down in there, and it was just a fun time.
Well, you're from New Caney, Texas, New Caney High School. How did you come to the conclusion or the process of, hey, I'm going to go to ETBU for my college?
Well, I got recruited to play football here, so that's what like got me going on. Football is what brought me here.
So what do you like about ETBU since you've been here?
I like how it's like everybody knows each other. Like you're walking across campus and you see somebody far away, and like you can automatically tell who it is. You're like, oh hey, and everybody's so friendly, and the classes here are great.
Zach Biles is our guest here on ETB Extra in his first collegiate track meet as a Tiger in the pole vault. He clears 15 feet. He wins the meet at Trinity University. And you mentioned earlier that in your mind you had 15 feet. Okay, next meet coming up. What's in your mind now?
Well, at practice I've been working at 15 and a half, and I'm right there at it. So this meet I want to get that, if not a little more than that.
All right, Zach, well, thank you for your time today here on ETB Extra. And let's get 15 and a half feet this weekend or higher. How about 16? Let's just set it at 16 and see what happens.
Yes, sir.
All right. Zach Biles has been our guest here on ETB Extra. He won the pole vault event at this past weekend's Trinity University track meet in San Antonio. Whole ETB track team went as well and did very well. And, of course, with that performance by him winning his first collegiate meet in pole vault, he was named the American Southwest Conference Men's Athlete of the Week in track and field. Don't go away. We'll continue to talk Tiger sports right here on ETB Extra.